Thank you, JB, for that lovely introduction. Good afternoon to all of the amazing Forever business owners out in Africa. My name is Lisa Williams and I am coming to you from the United Kingdom. My background is actually in retail management, and I got started and introduced to Forever Living back in January of 2014. I actually inquired about the Clean 9 programme through one of my work colleagues by Facebook Messenger. I saw her using the product and we got chatting, and then she kind of said that there was a fantastic business opportunity behind this product. And when I saw it, I could see what she could see, and I got started with Forever back then. It's been the best 6.5 years of my life. It's moved very, very quickly for me, I would say, but that's only come with working really hard and being very, very committed to my business. I'm actually now a Sapphire manager. We have achieved Chairman's Bonus level 1 and level 2, and it just really, really is and has been the most life-changing opportunity that's ever been presented to us. And this afternoon, it is my pleasure to share some of my top tips on helping you guys to sponsor and recruit people consistently into your business, because we have the most amazing gift to share with our products and our opportunity. And I always think in my head, if somebody hadn't have shared that with me, where would my life be now? And that's why I'm so passionate and so consistent in actually what it is that we do. So hopefully this afternoon from my slot, you're going to be able to take lots of valuable information away. So I'm just going to share some of my slides with you. Okay, so that's me on stage at Success Day in the UK. And the quote that I've chosen for this image is, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day," by Jim Rohn. And recruitment is part of that as well. A lot of people feel that they can share the opportunity, somebody says no, and they just move on to the next person. There is a process that you need to follow with that, and I'm going to help you to understand that. And I'm going to share some statistics with you of what we've achieved in our business over the last few months of how this actually works. So recruitment, it's a little bit like a health and fitness journey. Results do not happen overnight. None of us can expect to cut down on what we eat for a few days or a few weeks or a few months, or nip in and out of the gym a few times a week and expect to see massive changes and instant results. It doesn't happen. And I think, you know, people can quit on the health and fitness journey quite quickly as well because they don't see instant results. Well, our business works in exactly the same way. There's a compound effect always from the work that you do today. And if you're consistent, you will start to see the results coming through, just like you would in a health and fitness journey. So my question to you all today is, what gear are you in? We are in a brand new decade, which is super exciting. We understand and we know that there's been a lot of challenges going on in the world, and they are still going on in the world. But we have a fantastic opportunity and a fantastic product to work with. So I suppose you can either step yourself up a gear or just stay where you are. And I suppose that's a decision, and that's a question that you have to ask yourself. Because when you decide that you're going to do something and you want to step up a gear, things will start to change for you. And again, I'm going to show you some of my results in doing that just in the last 6 to 8 weeks. Now, what you decide to do from today will put your business in a different place towards the end of the year, and also going into 2021 and 2022, because what you do today is going to take consistency and time to get the results that you're looking for. So if you just stay where you are and don't change, by the end of the year, you're going to put yourself in that same place. So it's about making that decision, deciding what you want, and asking yourself the question, well, what gear am I actually in, and what am I prepared to do to step it up a gear? And that's a question that I asked myself at the end of April. And I felt really, a little bit uncomfortable about sharing our business opportunity at a time where people were being taken out of work and so much uncertainty going on in the world. But then I thought to myself, well, we've got amazing products that can help people to look better and feel better. And actually, we've got an amazing opportunity which can help people, and it can change people's lives. It has done for mine. And that's why, like I said at the start, I'm so passionate about sharing this. So when you step it up into a gear, you need to be prepared. You can't just get going immediately. You need to make sure that you've got all of the tools in place to help you to find and access information really simply, really effectively, and be ready to go to work, especially when it comes to sharing the opportunity. The most important document you will ever have in your business is your who do you know list. So if you haven't got one of those and it isn't current and it isn't up to date, you're going to find it really hard to sponsor people into your business and follow a simple system. So you need to have that who do you know list. You need to have links or, information, business presentations ready to go. So you've got that information ready to send. Or if you're going to meet with somebody, you've got that information there. So you need to really think about the tools that you need in place to get going as you're stepping up into gear. Building your business is all about building relationships. This is fundamental. It really, really is. If somebody says no to the opportunity, that doesn't mean to say that it's a no forever. And I can give you a perfect example of something that's just happened to my business in the last few weeks. I had a conversation with somebody back in 2017. The timing wasn't right for that lady. She did say no. But what I've done is nurtured that relationship. And what that does is it builds trust. It shows integrity in me that I'm still here. I'm still doing what I was talking about, what I'm really passionate about. And this lady has actually come back to me now and said, I'm ready. Can you take me under your wing? And the paperwork side of the system when it comes to recruitment, what I'm going to share with you this afternoon is going to help you to really monitor and track and build those relationships with people. Because we're not salespeople. We are educating people on what we have. What happens is out of our control. As long as we're doing what we need to be doing, inviting people to take a look at the business, the products, the decision is ultimately up to them. But if timing is right for people, that's when they'll come through. So this is the most important document in your entire business. If anyone, in my eyes, is running their business without this, you need to change that today, okay? This is all in First Steps to Manager, so hopefully it's not new information to you all. Your who do you know list needs to be a visible working document. So you can see this is an example of my who do you know list. And as I'm sharing the business opportunity, I like to keep it as simple as possible. So I'm reaching out to people and I'm saying, I've got something which might tick some boxes for you. I don't know where you're at in life at the moment, but if an additional income or a replacement income around what you're currently doing might help you, let me know. I've got some amazing information I'd like you to take a look at. What happens after that is out of my control. So as I go through my who do you know list, I actually pop a little tick next to everyone's name. For those people who come back and say, okay, I'd like to have a look at some information, you can see there, I highlight those people in yellow. And there's a reason why, because those people in particular, this allows you to monitor and track those people that you really need to build relationships and trust with. Because, you know, that's life. You don't just meet somebody and marry them straight away. And I suppose recruitment and sponsoring is exactly the same thing. People aren't just going to go, oh, yes, straight away. They want to learn more. They want to trust you more. They might want to have a few chats with you. They might want to watch your journey for a year or 2 years or 3 years before they make that commitment. So this is why I find highlighting those people yellow just allows me to really nurture those relationships and take an interest, because we can help these people. Sometimes they just need that bit of time to see that. And then I track everybody on my tracker as well. So when they turn yellow, they also go into my recruitment tracker. And then when they do join the business, I highlight them yellow. I actually spend probably 80% of my time on this. Okay, so every day I'll spend 1 hour a day just working these 2 documents. And if you keep it simple like this, tick as you go, highlight yellow the ones who want to take a look, track them, then highlight them green when they get started, you will consistently sponsor people into your business every single month. I know this because I've been with the business for 6.5 years, and I think there's one month where I didn't sponsor. So if you get into this habit and this system, you will see results because you're being consistent with it. Just like going to the gym, an hour a day will make a massive, massive difference. And then if your team start doing the same, it's duplicatable. So it's an easy system for everybody to follow. Now, Facebook is my network choice. So hopefully all you guys in Africa have Facebook. It's the biggest social media platform out there. There are all different types of platforms. You've got Instagram, you've got LinkedIn. My personal choice is Facebook, and I stick with it rather than trying to learn other things. That might come at a later stage, we'll see, but I like Facebook because I also feel it's somewhere where you can really connect and build relationships. It's a little bit more personal than Instagram. There's 2.4 billion users on Facebook. So you've got the world at your fingertips in terms of connecting with people, collecting friends, building friendships and things like that. So we've also got a massive access to groups. And I'll give you a little example. Yesterday, I've actually got an African grey parrot, and she's had a little bit of an injury. So I went onto Facebook, I searched African grey parrot groups, 53,000 people in an African grey parrot group. That's 53,000, a brand new network of 53,000 people. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to share the opportunity with everyone. I would love to, but I'm going to work hard in there, and I'm going to get to know these people with their parrots, and I'm going to collect new friends because it's another network just opened up. So, you know, Facebook for me is my network choice, and it's where I've built my business, you know, by engaging in other groups and things like that. So think about hobbies that you might have or interests that you might have. Maybe I might see some of you guys joining the African Grey Facebook group, who knows? But, you know, the world is your oyster with Facebook, and you can really, really build your network because we are in the network marketing industry. So even if you feel like you've gone through your who do you know list, that's fine, because you can always go back to it at some point and follow up, because the follow-up is key. But you must expand your network, and Facebook, in my opinion, allows you to do that. So I wanted to share some results with you all because I actually stepped up a gear from the end of May right up until the 23rd of May, and I just decided to commit to stepping up a gear and working very, very hard in those 23 days. I don't know what made me do it. I don't know what went on in my head, but I thought, right, I'm just going to challenge myself, get myself into fifth gear, get my toolkit ready, and I'm just going to work extremely hard in sharing the opportunity to help as many people as I possibly can. And what happened, and this is using my Who Do You Know list, this is from going back to people who I've had conversations with in the last 6.5 years. This is through making new friendships on social media as well. And I'm not saying, you know, social media is the only way that you can build a business, but I think these last few months have proven actually that we can work online and we can connect with people very quickly and very efficiently. So in May of 2020, I sponsored 20 brand new assistant supervisors. 11 of those came from new connections that I'd made on social media, and 9 of those came from following up with people between 2016 and 2019 from my Who Do You Know list. And I spent a lot of time on that because actually we've always got an opportunity to go back to people and say, look, I know I spoke to you 3 years ago about an opportunity. It perhaps wasn't for you right now. I appreciate circumstances might have changed. And I'm just wondering if this might tick some boxes for you now, or you'd like a refresher on the information on how I help people to work more flexibly. And that's the kind of conversations I get into. Now, the compound effect of me really getting into fifth gear at the end of April, so from the 1st of May to the 23rd of May, then led to 10 more people joining in June. So actually from that little boost of activity, 30 people ended up joining the business between May and June from that tiny little boost of getting up into fifth gear. Four of those 10 came from following up again, and 6 came from new connections. So it just goes to show anyone, I believe, in my eyes, can do that. You know, I wasn't expecting that many people to get started. I had no idea. I just thought, let's get into fifth gear. And I did dedicate more than 1 hour a day. I'm not going to lie. I probably sat in my office and put, you know, a good shift in and worked it more like a full-time job. But for a small period of time, it was 23 days. That's nothing. 23 days is nothing to what the results that this has given myself and my brand new team. So small bursts of energy can really, really go a long way. So these are my actual recruitment results. So you can see in 2019, I wasn't in fifth gear. I was probably sat in the second gear, third gear, and I sponsored 16 people into my business, which is okay. You know, I still sponsored consistently. I think that was the 1 month in the June where I didn't sponsor, but that actually brought 207 new business case credits as well. And in 2020, you can see my results there up until the end of June. My sponsoring is consistent. 1 in January, 4 in February, 2 in March, 2 in April, 20 in May, and 10 in June. And from that bulk of 30 people, 4 brand new supervisors, and we'll have another 2, possibly 3 coming out this month. And that spike of energy has brought 332 new case credits into my business in just 6 months. So my question to you all really is just, what are you prepared to work towards? What gear are you in? Go to work, and you can't not achieve. Just be patient for the results. The compound effect will kick in, as you can see some of these slides on screen. Sponsoring 20 people has led to duplication in the team. So by me sponsoring 20, the 20 people that I brought into the business, there's a 13 13 brand new second generation assistant supervisors and 1 third generation. So it's starting to duplicate, which is fantastic. So 34 total downline team members in May from me sponsoring 20, and that resulted in a 150% increase in my business. So it's definitely worth changing mindset, getting into 5th gear and making a decision to go for it. Because if you go for this now and you get to work and you follow that simple system that I've just explained, you will see results. You can't not. So go for it. Let go of the outcome. Just do the work, do the job, let go of the outcome, and the rest will come. Share it. Follow up with people. Build relationships so that these people can trust you. And the work that you do now, and as long as you be consistent all of the time with it, 1 hour a day, then you might have some crazy spurts of going crazy for it like I did, you will see fantastic results. And it's all about the system. I always refer to that First Steps to Manager book. It's been working in our company for many, many years. Don't deviate away from the system. You've got the team building cycle in there. It's a system, which is a way of working, organizing, and doing something that will get you the results. So I hope that has helped today. Thank you so much, everybody in Africa, for having me on this call. I hope to see many of you at the Global Rally in Sydney 2021. I'm definitely going to be there, and I want to see as many of you there as possible. Come and say hello. Tell me that you stepped up into a gear, and I'm going to hand back to JB now. Thank